A prominent anti-vaxxer testified in the Ohio State House to raise her concerns about an alleged side effect of the coronavirus vaccine that you may not know about. Watch.
What is it that's actually being transmitted that's causing all of these things? Is it a combination of the protein, which now we're finding has a metal attached to it? I'm sure you've seen the pictures all over the internet of people who've had these shots and now they're magnetized. They can put a key on their forehead, it sticks. They can put spoons and forks all over them and they can stick, because now we think that there's a metal piece to that.
That was Sherry Tenpenny. She's an osteopath and she believes genuinely that taking the coronavirus vaccine magnetizes you. And there was another person who actually stood up and testified the same thing, and in fact wanted to demonstrate how accurate this conspiracy theory really is. Let's take a look at that.
We were talking about Dr. Tenpenny's testimony about magnetic vaccine crystals. So this is what I found out. So I have a key and a bobby pin here. Explain to me why the key sticks to me. It sticks to my neck too. I got those. Yeah, so if somebody can explain this, that would be great.
Listen, obviously we're gonna have the substantive discussion about this in just a moment, but my favorite part of that video, other than the fact that her demonstration failed miserably, were the people behind her who were making wonderful facial expressions. So we have two videos to share quickly. Let's take a look at the first one.
Explain to me why the key sticks to me. It sticks to my neck too. I got those. Yeah, so if somebody can explain this, that would be great. Any questions?
But she wasn't the only one who had that reaction. One more video for you all. Let's take a look.
Explain to me why the key sticks to me. It sticks to my neck too. I got those. Yeah, so if somebody can explain this, that would be great. Any questions?
But it didn't stick. It didn't stick. She did the demonstration. It didn't stick. It didn't stick, and she said, can someone explain this to me? It didn't stick.
Yeah, we can explain it to you. Your theory is wrong. There, I just explained it. No, that first woman wins the internet, okay? Where she was like, okay. Look, we're gonna do the experiment too, because the first expert said that she saw it on the internet, so it must be true.
It must be true.
And I swear I haven't done this before. I'm fully vaccinated, so let's try it, okay? So I've got the keys here, and let's see if this works here. Well, we just disproved it. Okay, because you saw it on the internet, so it must be true. Okay. No, look, guys, there's the funny part of this with, does the vaccine make you Magneto? No. Okay, it doesn't make you any of the X-Men. It doesn't make you, you don't magically go to the Marvel comic universe. None of those things happen. The 5G is not a plan by Bill Gates to kidnap children and put them into the 5G magnet and whatever the craziness you believe. But okay, so that's obvious, right? But the two things that flow from it are devastating. One is, it's not obvious to a lot of people, and they live with us, right? So a lot of folks look at that and think, yeah, oh yeah, that makes total sense. Yep, yeah, I bet you. And think about it. You know that everyone who believes that tried it. They tried to put a fork on their head. They tried the key thing I just tried, and it didn't work. But they still believed it.
What do we do? What do we do? She did the demonstration in real time, and still asked, "Can someone explain this to me?" Yeah, I'll explain that the key did not stick to the side of your neck. You should know that, but okay, so your theory is null and void. It's nonsense. No, but Jake, like, what are we gonna do? And that's the other thing. So to Miss Tenpenny, she says it's all over the internet. No, it's all over your Facebook feed.
Yes.
Because you clicked on one conspiracy theory story, and Facebook, with its algorithm, serves you up more and more and more of that conspiracy theory. So she logs into Facebook and she's like, everyone's seeing this, right? Everyone is seeing the exact same feed I'm seeing that's like littered with insane conspiracy theories about the coronavirus pandemic. No, not everyone sees it. And I think it is a problem with how these algorithms on these social media platforms work. They keep people in these ideological bubbles. And at first I thought, all right, well, it keeps you in this tribal mentality in regard to your political affiliation, right? If you're a Democrat and you're clicking on things that are friendly toward Democrats, you're gonna be stuck in that ideological bubble. But no, it's far more nefarious than that. If you're clicking on Alex Jones content, then yeah, you're gonna be radicalized into all sorts of conspiracy theories or believing all sorts of conspiracy theories, because that's what the social media platforms serve you up through their algorithms over and over and over again.
Yeah, so look, there's the innocent part of this where like my dad, first time he went on Facebook, and I told this in one of the bonus episodes for the members, a while back when it first happened, he goes on Facebook and he starts clicking on Turkish news because he's Turkish and he's curious about that. And then he calls me one day and he says, America all of a sudden very interested in Turkish news. Because he thought what he sees on Facebook is what everybody sees on Facebook. So he thought, oh my God, America's gone crazy with their need for Turkish news, right? So, but it's funny now and it's funny if you know it, but to this day, a lot of people don't know that it's just serving you what you seem interested in, right? Not what everybody's seeing. But more importantly is the second part, which is people are used to thinking that if you see it in print or you see it as a video, that it must be true. Now, I don't want to go back to the bad old days where the mainstream media were the gatekeepers and they had their own set of lies, etc., right? And their own assumptions and their own things that supported basically multinational corporations, right? I like that there are no gatekeepers on the internet, but, and we are largely online, so I don't want you to disbelieve everything you see online, obviously, right? But you've got to use your judgment and you've got to look at the source. So no, not everything you see online is true. There's nonsense, wall-to-wall nonsense online. So please, for God's sake, use human judgment. And so no, and by the way, why don't you just do the experiment? Okay, let's say you didn't get vaccinated because you were worried that you were gonna have magnets stick to you and the traffic poles are gonna bend in your direction and all that stuff, right? And you probably know at least one person who's been vaccinated, ask their permission and go, hey, brother, I heard that you were magnetic. Can I just try it for a second? And then you'll see they're not magnetic. It's insane. It's not true. So, and look, you should have known that not everything you see is true, because we already have Fox News and we've had it a long time. So please break out of your bubbles, check the source and make sure that it's from someone credible. Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.